The shops at Palm Desert, previously Westfield Palm Desert, and the Palm Desert Town Center is a shopping mall located in Palm Desert, California that opened in 1982.
If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for my latest mall video, defunct store, occasional throwback Thursday, or soda history. Leave a suggestion about a future video or memories of this mall. Thanks.
The $75 million shopping center was built on 62 acres and was developed by the Ernest W. Hahn in 1982 and opened as the Palm Desert Town Center. Located about 12.5 miles southeast of Palm Springs and about 122 miles from Los Angeles, the Palm Desert Town Center held its grand opening on November 5, 1983, with around 7,000 people attending the first day. The mall opened with 130 inline shops, an 8-screen theater, a food court, and an indoor ice skating rink. The mall was anchored by a May Company, a Bonwit Teller, a J.C. Penney, and a Bullock's. Other stores included What's Up, the Balboa Beach Company, and the Red Onion. A small arcade called the Yellow Brick Road was on the second level above the skating rink next to the food court. There was also a record store called Record Alley, which went on to replace the Record Shop in 1985. The mall previously had staircases, which were later removed during future renovations. In 1987, Bonwit Teller decided to close all of its California stores, and in its spot, a Bullock's Wilshire would open. The Bullock's Wilshire would close and would be an I. Magnin store for a short time, and then a Bullock's Men's Home, and then Macy's Men's Home before it eventually closed. This was torn down and was to become a Nordstrom, which never materialized. The store for a long time had a roof covering their doors so cars could pull up under the roof and the passengers could get out without getting wet. This is also the first time that Bullock's Wilshire stores was actually located in the same mall with the Bullock's. The Men's and Home moved into the former I. Magnin store around 1994. The store closed and would remain vacant. A fifth anchor, J.W. Robinson's, opened a few months later in 1987. In 1989, after developing and managing the property for a number of years, Hahn was able to purchase the property from its owner, Palm Desert Town Center Associates. In February of 1993, J.W. Robinson's closed. At the same time, May Company closed. Both stores were rebranded and reopened as a Robinson's May. A Hamburger Hamlet used to be upstairs next to the Robinson's May. In April of 1996, Bullock's closed and reopened as a rebranded Macy's. In August of 1999, Westfield America announced that it had acquired Palm Desert Town Center with Trizic Hahn Corporation, the successor to Hahn, for $82 million. Following the acquisition, the name became Westfield Shopping Town Palm Desert. However, in 2005, the company migrated away from that branding strategy and dropped the shopping town for most of its U.S. properties. The mall would become Westfield Palm Desert. In 2002, Robinson's May decided to consolidate the two Robinson May stores. since having two locations at one mall didn't seem to make much sense. The Robinsons May, the former J.W. Robinson store, closed. In 2003, Barnes & Noble moved into the mall. In November of 2004, Sears moved into the former Robinsons May J.W. Robinson's location. In 2006, Robinsons May closed as part of the acquisition by Macy's. That same year, Macy's closed their original Bullock's Macy's store and moved into the newly expanded former May and Robinsons May store. In 2013, a renovation plan began, which involved converting a two-level vacant anchor space on the north side to Dick's Sporting Goods on the upper level and World Gym on the first level of the space. In addition, a partially vacant two-level anchor on the south side was converted into a grand entrance with the frontage on the California State Route 111, a busy thoroughfare running through the city. The demolition involved the preservation of the subterranean level of the space previously occupied by Bullock's. Macy's incorporated this space into an existing furniture store, which is situated below the Barnes & Noble. The grand entrance also includes sit-down restaurants, City Walk, and Stuffed Pizza, and retail space is also accented with decorative water fountains. Actually, the fountains don't work anymore because they drained all the water out of them. By 2014, Westfield Palm Desert featured 151 specialty stores and was 95% leased. The 980,000 square feet offered 495,000 square feet of specialty store space, with room to grow and expand. In 2015, Westfield sold 47% of the interest in the mall to O'Connor Capital Partners, while Westfield retained majority interest. 2 years later, Westfield was acquired by Unibail-Rodamco to form Unibail-Rodamco Westfield. In February of 2020, Sears closed as part of the plan to close 96 stores nationwide. The former Sears space is still vacant. In 2021, Unibail-Rodamco Westfield announced plans to sell the mall and rename the mall the Shops at Palm Desert in preparation of the eventual sale. Unibail-Rodamco Westfield had also turned over the management of the mall to JLL until the sale was completed. In 2023, a suspect was arrested after shooting more than 36 bullets at 4 young men standing outside the Palm Desert Mall, causing damage but no injuries. In February of 2023, the cinema closed. There have been numerous theater chains that have been in discussion to open in that location. In late November of 2023, the mall was acquired from JLL to Pacific Retail Capital Partners. The price for the acquisition was undisclosed. In 2025, Forever 21 closed at the mall. In August of 2025, the Don Roberto Jewelers suffered a smash-and-grab robbery involving masked suspects carrying hammers. The commotion caused shoppers to flee in panic. The suspects managed to escape. Today, the two-level, 980,000 square foot mall features a Macy's, JCPenney, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Barnes & Noble, with 122 stores. The mall also has a food court as well.
Congratulations! You made it this far into the video.
When I find you.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
So let's see how close you were paying attention to my video. So how many anchor stores closed or changed their names at this mall? So if your answer is
8.
Give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment or some more details that I may have missed, or maybe even a suggestion for a future mall video you would like to see. Don't forget to hit that like button, and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions. Thanks for watching.